This is Moza's Autopilot panel for the Airbus series aircraft. Is it any good? Well, join us today to talk about price, my opinions, a comparison with the wing control autopilot panel for the Airbus, and finally, should you buy it or not? Want to say a big thank you to Moza for sending me this product to review. As you guys know, we'll be completely honest in it. And I want to also mention this is an early access version of this product. It has not been released just yet. Well, guys, the time has come. I've been able to showcase to you the Moza MA3F, which is the electronic flight control modules. You got the left and right EFIS, basically the Airbus, and then the FCU of the Airbus. We're going to be taking a look at this, putting it together, and showing you how it works in Microsoft Flight Simulator, as well as comparing it to the very famous wing control FCU and EFISs. We'll talk about pricing point, how they compare, the feel of them, and the usability with the software. All right, guys, well, first things first, let's go ahead and open up this FCU package up. We'll get the EFISs out of the way. And I've already cut the tape, open up the box like that. This unit alone retails for $149.99. Take the plastic off. You get a USB to USB-C, some screws and Allen key. Looks like a metal stand. Nice metal stand there, nice and sturdy. And then the FCU. So here it is, all its glory. Looks pretty much the same as an Airbus FCU that I would know, compared to the wing control as well. I'll give you guys a zoomed in shot of these buttons here. Oh, very nice. You got the mounting on the back. Looks like this is how you're going to connect the EFIS through this almost like telephone kind of cable looking thing. One USB-C there, and then the side for the next EFIS. So pretty nice, very nice and robust. Let's go ahead and get the wing control out. Obviously the wing control has the EFISs already plugged in, and they are connected via the back as well. But this is the comparison to the wing control. Now, to my understanding, my friend actually does fly the Airbus 320 series of aircraft. This is the wing control. This is the Moza. I'll back him up a little bit there. And he says that no one at the EXPO has actually been able to completely get the feel of these correct. Apparently, in real life, there's actually a bit of a detent stopper, almost like a click. Apparently, I've never felt them, but that's what he says. So this one doesn't have that, and the wing control doesn't have that. Now let's keep in mind, the wing control came out, I think, about 4 years ago, and this destroyed the market with its price. And this alone is when it first came out too. So I'll let you guys be the judge of what you think sounds better. That's the wing control. And then again, the Moza one last time. We'll go ahead and unbox the EFISs here. There we go. Your standard Airbus EFIS. I would like to mention that it would have been nice to see Moza maybe tackle a different aircraft. Wing Control kind of has the market for this already, and even if they did a very good job, which they did do a good job, Everybody already owns wing control Airbus gear, so changing from, if you had, let's say, the wing control rudders, the wing control side stick, the wing control throttles, everything wing control, and then you get this for Moza, now you got to run two softwares in the background. So I kind of wish they designed for a different aircraft. That's just my personal opinion, because the Airbus market is kind of saturated right now with a lot of already great gear. Not to say this isn't good either, but now you can just decide if you're a full Moza guy, then you can take, get this. But if you already have wing control stuff in your setup, it'd be easier just to get one brand to have one software running in the background, if you know what I mean. So you guys know we're honest. This one also has the little connector. Leave that there. And it also has a bracket and some screws and the Allen key. And then we have the left-hand side. Exact same thing, but just flipped around. They're both going to be plug and play with all your main Airbus gear, the Phoenix and all that kind of stuff. So it'll be just working right out of the box for you. MobiFlight has a ton of profiles for the wing control, but I'm sure Moza will get that as well. But let's go ahead and put these stands on, and we're going to go ahead and set it up. Something that is a difference, however, is the wing control stands are plastic, whereas the Moza ones are metal. I'm going to see how these work. We're going to get these all set up and see how it sits. Well, credit where credit is due. The brackets at the back keep the EFISs connected to the FCU very, very well. And when they're set on the table, they do a very good job of actually not moving, even though it's not mounted. So very good job from Moza for the connectivity and mounting of this. The metal adds a lot to it. It's very sturdy and very well done. Once you get them all screwed in here, nice and tight, you'll put this one just over snugly there and screw those two in to give it a feet. To connect them, simply just take your cable there, run it through here, and now you have an EFIS connected to the FCU. Do it for the same on the other side, plug it into the PC, you're good to go. That's what I want to see from Moza more, is connecting to the main hub than one USB. I'm going to be reviewing their F18 panel, which requires about 4 USBs. I really wish they could have did this. Would have been a lot nicer. Well, there we go, guys. It's all mounted up and connected, and it's sturdy as a rock. This thing is held together very well by these metal clamps and pieces. The stand is very nice, just stands there. I actually think I prefer the way this is connected and mounted together. It's very, very well done. And you can pull on it. Moves a little bit, but not as much as some other things I've tried. If you've used the Moza cockpit software before, you'll know it's quite simple. We're going to press complete or activate all, as it's detected everything. Activated, press complete, and now you can see that they're right here. The calibration is quite simple. Just run through the list and pull and push each knob, and you'll be good to go. Something neat is you can set this little extra button. If you don't want it set to that, as new Airbuses don't have it, you can just set it to whatever you want here in this list. I set it to takeoff config. All right, guys, just like that, you're ready to start the sim. As you guys can see, it just boots up like that. You can change your altimeter setting, although it does feel slightly delayed. HPA, and then over to inches, your range, different modes, your speed. Feels like there's a little bit of a delay with this, but honestly, in real life, that happens. I don't know about the 320 series, but in the CRJ, you can do this and it'll just go back sometimes. So I don't know if that was on purpose. I do not experience that with any other Autopilot panel I've owned, but you can see it doesn't quite catch up. Again, real airplanes, the one I've flown, not Airbus, but the CRJ does do that in some models. Not all of them, but some of the older ones for sure. Altitude works. Auto thrust, autopilot. Obviously, they're not activating, but you can see them being pressed. change that. Everything just comes pre-mapped for you to do. Don't have to map anything. You just do that beginning section where you just pull all the knobs to make sure everything's good to go, and you're ready to go. Come over here, constraints, waypoint. You can click them all, and it all works. Landing symbology, and that's it. Oh, couple things at the end, a little bit of a summary. The panel feels great. It's put together very well, and it's connected very well with the metal brackets and the metal stands. Only takes one USB-C. That's perfect as well. The problem I have was listed near the end of the video where the scrolling knobs in the sim feel a little delayed on the visuals on the actual panel and what they actually do in the sim. But as I stated before, it's an early access build, so maybe they can fix that, or maybe I did something wrong. Thank you so much to Moza for sending me this to review. I hope you guys can make a more informed decision if you should go with the Moza or the Wing Control. Happy flying.